I tutored last year for the EL students, and so I really enjoyed working with them, so I wanted to continue working with them in school, and so I talked to my counselor about it, and she mentioned the class, so I thought it would be a good fit.
I just signed up to help students and to help them succeed.
I joined this class because I really have a hard time meeting new people and talking to new people, and I thought this would help me come out of my shell a little bit.
I mean, it is a satisfying experience to help a student and see them get better in their class.
So I joined the program because I just really wanted to help someone with something they're struggling with, because I know that me as a person, I struggle with some things, but I won't ask. So this program kind of just helps them get the help they need without them having to directly ask for it, because that might be hard sometimes.
The math tutoring was really helpful just because it gave us a way to just know how to go about Common Core math and how to really solve Common Core math questions, especially for those of us who didn't take Common Core math. And it was easy to look at those questions and be like, oh, okay, well, this is what we're going to be using. And the tips and tricks that she gave us are things that I use daily, so it's been helpful.
During our training, we learned how to deal with distractions and how to get them more focused and what to do to make them more focused.
We were given example questions, and so when she has a question or is just struggling, I know how to ask her a question. I know how to answer a question with a question, so she can sort of figure it out better without me having to tell her the answer.
For me, it helped because some of the kids that I didn't know very well in the chapters that we had to read, it really helped me understand how to get to them and connect with them better. So when I went to go meet with my tutoree, it made me have a better connection with them, so it'd be more comfortable.
This book, it would say something about whenever you're taking notes, go through section by section and take notes on each of those sections. And it really was maybe I should just one day go to my the tutoring session and sit down with him and let's go this note by note, because I really want Jason to be a very successful student.
You learn how to deal with certain types of people, and it kind of helps you understand how to work with them a lot better. Mainly just going over scenarios of how to deal with different personality types and characters of different people. That's helped me.
How to be a great tutor kind of made me understand that you have to go with what they are comfortable with. We don't have to be too extreme, or else they don't feel comfortable with you. So it was really fun to figure out a way to bond with him without being too much of an extrovert like I like to be. So it was relatively fun.
The students that I've helped have really taken my tutoring and everything that I've given them, and they've been doing really well on math tests and things that they've been doing in class and their homework, and there's been a lot of improvement.
The student I've been working with, she came from Mongolia, so she's in the EL and she's in AP. So for both of those, she's really confident in EL. She's really good at English. She's really been able to grow into a better writer, but sometimes in the AP, she struggles a little bit because it's such a new thing, learning about history that she never knew existed is a little bit difficult. So having to work with her and really push her to believe in herself has been the key part of the difference in the AP class versus her in the EL.
I am helping a student named Abraham who recently came from Ecuador in biology. For the first few weeks, I had to get to know him because he was very shy at the beginning of the class. But then once he opened up, he got a bit more involved in the class, and it's a lot easier to teach him. I usually have to help him on words he doesn't know. Sometimes he mistakes one word for another.
So I'm helping in tutoring in math, and my tutoree's name is Tommy, and he's more of an outgoing kind of personality, and he doesn't focus a lot, so I have to help him to be more focused and to pay attention to the teacher.
Well, hi, I'm Sarah, and I have been tutoring in Mr. Maytanis' Integrated Math 1 class for the past few months. It's going pretty great. The kids are really nice, and it's really fun. I enjoy helping them, and it's fun to see them learn and grow. Oh, the students I've been working with, they've improved a lot. They've been able to, their understanding of the questions have gotten better. They've been able to figure out what the question is asking of them, which I think is a great part, or huge part of the system. And then from there, they can figure out how to get the answer and how to explain themselves.
So I've been working with Salma, and I gotta say, she's one of the most hard-working people I have ever seen. Her notes are better than my notes, which is kind of embarrassing for me, but and then whenever she has a question, she always asks. She doesn't wait for me to ask her, hey, do you need help? She'll just kind of say it, so I think I got lucky.
Well, during lunch, I help her with her homework because she doesn't really have time to do her homework, and she has a lot of questions about it. So I think it's really good that we work together during lunch before her class, so she gets like clarification about what she needs to know before the class starts. And in the class, I like to sit with her and like answer any questions she has that she can't ask the teacher.
So what normally I do is I let them try to figure out things first, and then if they have any issues with things, then I try to teach them ways to do it. If they still don't understand, I try to give them helpful hints, and what I really try to do is try to get them to figure it out themselves so that they feel accomplished with solving their own math problems.
I want to assess how the student does, or like how they work first, and then I want to center around how they process things. So I honestly can't prepare too much, but I have like a few ideas. Like for one, I like to make things in a game, so where they have to beat their own score or they have to beat a time. So like when I'm studying with them, like for the flashcards, I do timed. So first I do a thing where we just go for however long it takes them for the first time, and then we make sure they can beat it the next time, and then they get better and better, and then they remember everything. Yeah.
I have used my own previous knowledge of the integrated math system to help them understand, even if the teachers may not be able to explain it in a way that they understand. So I get to know the student and see what works for them, and I try to apply my knowledge and help them. I go over the lesson. I make sure I know the content well enough so that I can help them if they get stuck, or I ask the teacher if I have questions, so that way I can help them through anything they have.
Sometimes we have study sessions and we just like talk about it, and I make it fun. Pop questions here and there, and they just answer it like how they can. In my favorite teacher's words, repetition is the mother of learning. So I do it fun, but make sure like I repeat facts and all the events that happens relatively quickly and like progressively and like repeatedly, so they would get it.
So it's important to make connections during the history lesson.
Yeah, so same thing with Salma. One thing that she really struggled with in general was just simply seeing why is this important. So once I made the connection for her, or like helped her make the connection as to why this history is important, she kind of started getting a little more into it, and she's like, okay, I get this now. Well, again, I got lucky with Salma because she also speaks Spanish. So if she doesn't understand what a word means in English, I can just explain it to her in Spanish, and that makes things a whole lot easier.
When I was tutoring in a different English 9 class, I would like bring treats if they did well in a different, or on a test or a writing essay.
It was nice to be in the classroom and see how they are in the classroom, because after school you don't really necessarily see them in their environment, so it was good to see if they volunteered to answer a question or if they were collaborative, so it really helped me work one-on-one with them.
I do like being in there, so like so as the teacher's explaining, if the student gets lost at a certain point, I can help catch them up so they don't get caught behind the entire class. They can still keep with the class.
I feel like they're more focused and engaged into the classroom. I feel like they understand more of the subject that they're doing and more of the topic, so it helps them go on to bigger things.
To be able to help the students and like help them develop more knowledge and know that they will succeed later in life.
It's great, and you can see them slowly learn through their success, and it's just a great opportunity that you are helping them and you are seeing what you are doing to someone and changing their life.
My tutor, he like came up to me and told me that he passed his classes, and I had given him a note before the midterm, and I told him that he could do it, and I know I believed in him. And so afterwards, it was so nice to see him be happy that he passed his classes, because it was really scary for him to be on the cusp and not know if he was going to make it or not. But I've really been able to see him feel better and pass his classes.
All right, I'm just going to say one word, and I'm going to go from there. Amazing. The reason I say amazing is because that my tutor is Ton, and I love how he tries his hardest, and when I say something to him, he actually like writes them down, and then he focuses to get everything right on the point.
I think my favorite part has been seeing the kids do well in their classes and knowing that you help them in their classes.
The kids are super nice. The teacher's nice. I am treated with respect and authority, which is fun. And even the kids that I don't tutor, they come and ask me questions, and it's really fun.
So my favorite part is kind of when they're looking at a question and they don't know the answer, but I talk them through it, and when they get it, they just have this look on their face like everything's been discovered in the world. And it's just one of my favorite things.
I guess like the first major thing was like the end of the semester. Yeah, he sent a little card saying like he passed the unit test in which we actually like studied for. So it was really fun to know like I actually did change like the score that he would have gotten because of that, and he was like, yeah, you teach pretty good.
Well, the experience so far has been a bit challenging with the fact that a lot of them, they don't really talk much, or they're quite shy. So it's difficult to get them to ask questions about certain subjects that they're struggling in. But overall, it's been nice to get to know the people that we've been tutoring.
Some of the challenges is that sometimes they feel that they don't need help, so they try to push away, but they really realize that they do need help, so they slowly call us back in.
The hard part is that Ton has to memorize like the biology subjects, so I have to a little bit force them to like learn them and like memorize them, but it's been so far like the best experience.
It's hard for me to like gauge at the level that they're learning at, because sometimes they won't learn at my speed, so sometimes I get ahead of that and I try to go too fast. So sometimes I just have to like slow down, go at their pace while still going forward.
It's great to be helping them with something that I had to struggle with. Now I understand. It's like we're connected in some way. The student that I'm working with, I was also in ELD, and she was with me in that class, and so I know what she is going through right now because she is in there. And when I am tutoring her, it's like I already know what she's going through, so I have a quick connection with her. I am on the spot with her, and it's very good. I like it.
Freshman year when I took biology, I did not know how to take notes. Like seriously, like I did not know how to take notes. And when I got to the test, I was like, okay, these are not the things I know. Like they were on the board, but I didn't know how to take the notes. So I feel like this program helps you like learn the ways to be like better at taking notes, learn the subjects better, and it's kind of builds a relationship that you trust someone. So like in like other classes, you can ask them, wait, how do you study that class? And it's like helping students like to grow. And then I feel like, okay, like example can be a man can't walk, and then he has like a wheelchair. So I think this program is like a wheelchair for ELD students.
The class is just great. The experience has been very eye-opening. It's taught me many things like patience that I did not have before.
I was not very good at like working with others. I was more individualistic, and so working with Beverly kind of made me like try to work with her, not just give her the answer. So.